Because I don't quite a few run for fun.
So I come to you today with a failed February challenge. So I've always had these grand ideas or fantasies, if you will, about being a runner. Now, I don't know why, because I've always hated running, but for some reason, it's just the allure of those people that just wake up at 5 in the morning, they go on their jog, they seem so like fresh and bright and just very light because they're running, they usually light on their feet, and they just seem like they have everything in line. They just have everything just falling into place. Me, on the other hand, I am drinking out of a blender cup because I was too lazy to pour this into another cup and didn't want to dirty a dish. So, two different types of people. But I was thinking, okay, let's take the shortest month of the year, February, even though I know it was a leap year, so I had one extra day. Didn't matter because I didn't make it that long. And then I'm going to try to run. And when I say run, I mean run because it's half jogging, half of me just complaining in my head and walking, and try to do this every day for a whole month. Now, it started off strong, surprisingly, and I mean, not like strong, strong, but like I finished it surprisingly. But I was able to finish the mile. I felt like my throat was burning, and my body has not moved like that in a long time. So it was definitely a change. But I was okay for the first couple days, and my time was going down a little bit. But unfortunately, a couple days in, I did notice a little bit of knee pain. Now, me not being so young anymore and also being fat, I have more weight and more pressure on my knees than is probably healthy. So, also on top of this, I was being dumb and I was running on the sidewalk on the cement. So, I know that's already a lot more impact on my knees and on my joints than it would be if I was running, somewhere else on like one of those like soft, cushy tracks or even just on a regular track. So, not a good combination. I don't know why I thought I could avoid this, but a little bit of knee pain came around. So I was still at least walking around and doing that mile, but it was just fully walking for a little bit. And I was thinking, okay, maybe then I'll come back around, try it again, tried it again, and the knee pain kind of came back. So what my conclusion is right now the runner fantasy will stay in my head until maybe a little bit later on, because I know there's ways I can definitely get around this. One is just losing weight so that I don't have as much pressure and like as much impact on my poor knees that have taken a beating. And then also not running on the sidewalk, which is a very easy fix. Even though I do like running around the neighborhood, it's a little bit more interesting. And then, of course, the last one is I think also just the muscles around my knees, just strengthening those up so that they can be a little bit more protective in a way and not putting all the stress on the joint. So I know there's a couple things that I can do. So I'm thinking I'll probably try this again in the future. I really would like to, but just right now, it's just not in my cards. So we're gonna go back to the drawing board and figure out some other things that I can do that are a little bit more feasible just because minis, I wanna keep them as long as I can and keep them as healthy as I can. So outside of the running incidences, things have been going well. This morning I weighed in at 211.8, so slowly getting down to that 210 mark. I will say though, with this morning, I was probably a little bit lighter than I would have normally been just because I know TMI. But yesterday, I don't know what I ate, but something did not sit well in my stomach and my stomach decided to get rid of it, if you know what I mean. So I was probably a little bit lighter than I would have been this morning normally, just because I was a little bit empty. So just keeping that in mind. But outside of that, things have been going well, working with a coach still and trying to figure out kind of what the calorie adjustments and how things are going. I think we'll probably end up dropping the calories again at some point and then seeing how my body kind of reacts to that. But that's kind of all I have for today. Just kind of an update on my failed February challenge. But I'm thinking in March, depending on the weather, because it's a little bit rainy in the last couple weeks, I would love to get out for some of these hikes that I've seen on Instagram and other social channels, just because it seems so nice. And there's a couple that I've never been to, just kind of in a couple cities over. So definitely in March, if the weather's a little bit better, maybe if there's not as much rain, kind of going out and then going on some of these hikes, get a little elevation, also just be a little bit more out in nature rather than in my box of a room.
Oh, guys. Also, my shorts keep falling down. Just another day. Apparently, just under 13 minutes at 12:56. Oh my god. My lungs hurt. Also weirdly my back. Not made for running. Day 2. It was a little bit cold outside, so I look a little bit like Rudolph. But ran a little bit faster, 30 seconds about. I was really looking forward to this weirdly before I started running. When I was running, of course, was not looking forward to this. After, glad it's done. I think that's how it always goes. but it started sprinkling a little bit when I was running. It might have helped me speed up my time a little bit. But my body's feeling it. I'm really surprised after that first run yesterday. Weirdly, my back is a little bit, not like sore, but just like it was being used, muscles that weren't used before. Then also like the sides, and then my legs. So hamstrings, quads even a little bit, and my calves. My calves really feeling it now. So I'm impressed running. It's doing its job. But one thing is my shorts keep falling down because I have no butt. I gotta figure something else out. Wardrobe malfunctions. It's the 5th. It started raining on me. Thought I was able to catch it out a window when the rain stopped. But still pretty skies. I tried different shorts, thinking that it would help. These are also falling down. I realized I just have no butt and no hips. I think it's just one straight line, so everything falls down. Also, my shoe came untied earlier, so I had to pause for a little bit and return my shoe. Even when I told myself I should double knot that right one. Another day. So look, it's a pretty day. February 6th. This is mile 5 since I missed one day when it was really stormy. But I decided to walk because a little bit of light knee pain in my left knee. A little bit on the right too. So I decided to kind of take it easy. I was kind of worried about this. I must not have been running with very good form yesterday. But still getting out there at least. Walked him out to the grocery store to pick up some vegetables. And we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Oh, it is dark. It's dark, it is dark, it is dark. It is dark. Yeah, it's still nice at least to walk. Kind of just after work. Stretch my legs. A little bit cold though. So I look crazy. I always look crazy nowadays. Day 6, no 7. 7. Mile 6. My hands are freezing. Also doing a long sleeve under t-shirt variation back to like Avril Lavigne skater boy days.